Good morning, students. So, in the previous class, we people have seen the development of the pollen grains, microsporogenesis, and the structure of androecium. Also, we people have seen the structure of pollen grains, viability of the pollen grains. Now, in this class, we are going to see the pistil, megasporangium, and the female gametophyte concept. Okay. So, in this class, what we are going to see? Pistil, Megasporangium. It is also called as ovule, and also the embryo sac, or it is also called as female gametophyte. What it is also called? Called as female gametophyte. So these concepts we are going to see now. Okay, now let us start from the pistil. Pistil is also called as gynoecium. Pistil is also called as gynoecium. It is a female reproductive part. It is a female reproductive part. Pistil is also called as gynoecium. It is a female reproductive part. When we see the structure of the gynoecium, we are going to see the main three parts. The structure of gynoecium is made up of main three parts. That is, it is the ovary. This one is the style, and this one is the stigma. The gynoecium is made up of three parts, that is ovary, style, and the stigma. So ovary is the basal part which is swollen in nature. Ovary is the basal part which is swollen in nature. Style is the long, slender, tubular shaped structure. Style is the long, slender, tubular shaped structure, and stigma is the knob-like structure. Okay, it is the knob-like structure which is present at the terminating region. At the tip portion, there is a presence of the knob-like structure which is terminating in region. And what are the functions of these parts? First of all, I have told you ovary is the basal part which is swollen in nature. So this ovary is consisting of ovule. Inside the ovary, there is a presence of ovule, and also we are going to see the presence of locule. So this is the ovule and this one is the locule. Ovule and the locule. Now after fertilization, ovule is converted into a seed. See, after what is the use of the ovule here? After the fertilization, ovule is converted into a seed. Then what is the meaning of the locule here? Locule is the region where there is a presence of ovule. It is the ovarian cavity, we will say. Locule is the ovarian cavity, or the chambers present in the ovary is called as locule. What is locule here? Ovarian cavity. It is the ovarian cavity or chambers present in the in the ovary, it is called as what? Locule. Understood? Okay. So this is about the ovary. Next is coming to the style. Style, I have already told you that it is the long, slender, tubular shaped structure which is helping for the traveling of the pollen tube. It is helping for the traveling of the pollen tube by its transmitting tissue. Inside this style there is a presence of transmitting tissue which is helping for the traveling of the pollen tube, and this stigma, it is also called as carpel. Stigma is also called as carpel. So on this carpel or stigma, it is a knob-like structure I have told you. What is the use is, we are going to see that when the pollen grains are sitting on the stigma, when the pollen grains are landing on the stigma, whatever the moisture content is present in the stigma, pollen grain is absorbed by it and it is getting swollen. And after that, after getting this swollen, it will slowly open and then the process of germination occurs here. So it is helping for the germination. So the chemoautotrophs, that means chemotrophic material should be there here. The chemicals should match with each other. Okay, what are the chemicals for the landing of the pollen tube on the stigma? How it is getting the compatibility here? How it is getting the matching over here? It is the chemicals should match with each other. Mainly the chemical is boron. Okay, boron, then amino acids, boron, amino acids and sugars or carbohydrates plays a very important role for landing of the, for arising of the pollen tube on the stigma. So once again I will repeat, stigma is also called as carpel. So this stigma is a landing platform of the pollen grain. So it is a knob-like structure which is present at the tip region. It is a landing platform of the pollen grain. What is stigma here? Landing platform of pollen grain. What is stigma here? Landing platform of pollen grain. When the chemicals are released by the stigma to the pollen grain just it is going to bulge and it is going to produce the pollen tube, that is called as germination. That pollen tube travels through this style, reaches to the ovule for the process of fertilization. When the pollen tube starts traveling through the style, it is reaching to the ovule and it is helping for the process of double fertilization. Got my point, students? So this is the structure of pistil or gynoecium, which is a female reproductive part, and it is also important for 2 or 3 marks. It is also important for 2 or 3 marks. So just I'll repeat this. So gynoecium or pistil is a female reproductive part. So this gynoecium or pistil is having the 3 main parts, that is the ovary, style and the stigma. Ovary is the basal part which is swollen in nature, and inside the ovary there is a presence of ovule. What is the use of the ovule here? Ovule is the converting into a seed after the fertilization. Then locule is present. So locule is the ovarian chamber or ovarian cavity. Inside this locule, the presence of ovules we are going to see. And also students, the style is there. Style is a long, slender, tubular shaped structure which is helping for the traveling of the pollen tube, and it is helping to reach to the ovary where there is a presence of the ovule and the process of fertilization is going to occur. And at the tip of the style, we are going to see the knob-like structure which is called as stigma, or it is also called as carpel. So this is a landing platform of the pollen grain. When the pollen grain lands on the stigma, what happens? The stigma is going to release the chemical components and absorbing those water and the chemical components from the pollen stigma, pollen grain starts arising the pollen tube, and that pollen tube is going to just reaching to the ovary and the ovule, and it is helping for the process of fertilization. So this concept is about the gynoecium. Now students, we are going to see the based on the free or fused carpels types of gynoecium, or we can say like this also, types of gynoecium based on the free or fused carpels. So first of all, we have to see the syncarpous condition. Okay, first of all, what we have to see? Syncarpous condition. So what is syncarpous condition here? Syncarpous condition means carpels are fused in nature. Carpels are fused in nature. That is called as syncarpous condition. Now, this syncarpous condition, example we can see is the magnalia, mycelia, etc. That means carpels are fused in nature means what? They are combined together. The carpels are combined together. That is called as fusion. Okay. When the carpels are fused in nature, it is called as syncarpous. Okay. And second one is apocarpous. What is the second one here? Apocarpous. That is, carpels are free in nature. What is carpels here? That means apocarpous here. Carpels are free in nature. Even you can take the example in the syncarpous. You can take the example of hibiscus, Malvaceae family also, hibiscus. Okay, it is also the syncarpous condition. Whereas the apocarpous condition, you can take the example of Solanaceae family. That is your brinjal, tomato, etc. Okay, Solanaceae family, that is your brinjal, tomato, etc. will come. Okay, so once again, based on the free or fused nature of carpels, the two types of gynoecium we are going to see. One is called as syncarpous and the other one is called as apocarpous. Syncarpous means what? Carpels are fused in nature. Example, here we are going to see magnalia, mycelia and the hibiscus. Apocarpous is nothing but the carpels are free in nature. That is the Solanaceae example we can give. So many examples. Apart from the Solanaceae, there are so many examples are there. So brinjal, tomato, etc. will come in the Solanaceae family. Now, we are going to see based on the number of carpel. Okay, types of gynoecium based on the number of carpel. Next concept is types of gynoecium based on number of carpel. Based on number of carpel. Now, if a single carpel is there in the gynoecium, it is called as monocarpellary. Monocarpellary. If a single carpel is there, it is called as monocarpellary. If two carpels are there, it is called as bicarpellary. If two carpels are there, it is called as bicarpellary. If three carpels are there, it is called as tricarpellary. If more than three carpels are there, it is called as polycarpellary. If more than three carpels are there, it is called as polycarpellary condition. Types of gynoecium based on the number of carpels we are going to see. So here we are going to see monocarpellary, bicarpellary, tricarpellary and the polycarpellary. So this is the concept of the based on types of gynoecium based on the nature, free or fused carpels, and the types of gynoecium based on the number of carpels. Now next we are going to see what is the meaning of the multicarpellary syncarpous condition. Then what is the monocarpillary syncarpous condition and the polycarpillary syncarpous condition. Now see here students, monocarpillary syncarpous condition. Monocarpillary syncarpous condition. Monocarpillary syncarpous condition. See here the style. So this is the ovary, and here we can see there is a presence of 5 carpels. It is called as monocarpillary syncarpous condition. You can see here 5 carpels are present. Okay, style is there, ovary is there, monocarpillary syncarpous condition. Okay, then next is we are going to see the polycarpillary syncarpous condition. Okay, so before going to see this multicarpillary syncarpous condition, we are going to see. Before going to see here, we are going to see multicarpillary syncarpous condition. What is the meaning of the multicarpillary syncarpous condition here? That is, you can see here. You can see here there is a presence of so many carpels. There is a presence of so many carpels which is fused in nature. There is a presence of so many carpels which is fused in nature. That is called as multicarpillary syncarpous condition. It is the monocarpillary syncarpous condition and it is the multicarpillary syncarpous condition, where we are going to see that there is a presence of so many carpels which are fused in nature. So here you can give the example of papaver. Here you can give the example of papaver. Here you can give the example of hibiscus. Here you can give the example of hibiscus. So it is monocarpillary syncarpous condition and papaver is a multicarpillary syncarpous condition. The next is we are going to see the polycarpillary apocarpous condition. Next what we are going to see? Polycarpillary apocarpous condition. Now what is the meaning of the polycarpillary apocarpous condition? That is, here we are going to see that there is a presence of so many carpels, and these carpels are free in nature. These carpels are free in nature. That is called as polycarpillary apocarpous condition. So here you can see the example like this. So many carpels are free in nature here. So here we can draw this diagram like this. So this is called as polycarpillary apocarpous condition. So here you can see so many carpels, and these carpels are free in nature and they are present in a group, and that is called as polycarpillary apocarpous condition. What it is called as? Polycarpillary apocarpous condition. So this is the condition here. So example, you can see here the mycelia is the example. Okay, so here example is, once again you can give the example of mycelia. Okay, so this is the polycarpillary syncarpous condition. Well students, so this is the conditions of the syncarpous and the apocarpous, what you have seen here. So it is 5 carpels are there. So I have written here monocarpillary, sorry students. So here pentacarpillary should be there. Pentacarpillary syncarpous condition. That means 5 carpels are there which are fused in nature, and they are present in the hibiscus. Then multicarpellary syncarpus means presence of many ovules, and here presence of many carpels, and these carpels are fused in nature. That is the multicarpellary syncarpus condition. Example papaver you can see, and polycarpellary apocarpus condition. Here so many carpels are there, but they are free in nature. That is called as what? Polycarpellary polycarpellary apocarpus condition. Example Michelia. Now next we are going to see the types of locules. So already I have told you the locule is the ovarian cavity. What is locule here? Locule is the ovarian cavity. Locule is the ovarian chamber, or locule is the ovarian chamber or cavity. And inside this locule there is a presence of the nutritive tissue called as placenta. The placenta is nourishing the ovules. The placenta is nourishing the ovules. So the locule is the ovarian chamber or the cavity, and inside this locule we are going to see the presence of the nutritive tissue called as placenta, and this placenta is nourishing the ovule. What this placenta is doing? It is nourishing the ovule. Now students, in the PUC first year, if you remember, you have studied the placentation. What is placentation? The arrangement of the placenta in the locule which provides the nourishment to the ovule is called as placentation. Okay, so here placentation is a process where the ovules are getting the nourishment in the locule. So based on that, you people have seen the types of placentation also. It is marginal placentation you have seen, axial placentation you have seen, basal placentation, parietal placentation, and also free central placentation. All these types of placentation you people have seen with structure in the PUC first year. Now here also we are going to see types of, based on the number of locules present in the ovary, types we are going to see. Okay, based on the number of locules present in the ovary, types we are going to see. The very first type is unilocular. What is the meaning of unilocular here? That is presence of only one locule. Presence of only one locule is called as unilocular. What is unilocular here? Presence of only one locule is called as unilocular. Then next is bilocular. That is presence of two locules. Presence of two locules is called as bilocular. Then trilocular. Presence of three locules. What is trilocular here? Presence of three chambers we can see, or presence of three locules is called as trilocular. Understood students? Then next is multilocular, or you can say pentalocular or polylocular. So here multilocular, or we can say pentalocular, or we can say pentalocular. That is presence of five locules. What is pentalocular here? Presence of five locules is called as what? Pentalocular. So it is based on the locules present in the ovary. That is the what is the meaning of the locule here? It is the chamber present in the ovary. That is the meaning of the locule. So based on the presence of the locule or the chamber or the cavity present in the ovary, these many types you are going to see. So this is about the condition of the locule. Okay. So the pistil is completed now. We are going to see the Megasporangium. So till now you people have seen the structure of gynosium, parts of the gynosium, then the types of gynosium based on the free or fused nature of carpel, then the types of locules, which number of locules based on the presence of number of locules. You people have seen the types of locules, and also conditions you have seen some of the condition like polycarpellary, apocarpus condition, then pentacarpellary syncarpus condition, then multicarpellary syncarpus condition. All these things you people have seen. Now we are going to see the main concept, that is Megasporangium. Students, Megasporangium is also called as ovule. What the Megasporangium is also called? It is also called as ovule. So especially in your theory syllabus, they have particularly mentioned the anatropous ovule. For the theory syllabus, what they have mentioned? They have particularly mentioned the anatropous ovule. The structure of anatropous ovule they have mentioned here. So before going to the structure of the anatropous ovule, we have to see the definition of the ovule. What the definition says? It is the integumented indehiscent structure. Integumented indehiscent structure. That means, integumented means what? That is presence of covering. What is the meaning of the integumented here? Presence of covering. Indehiscence means what? It is not opening by themselves. The ovules are not opening by themselves. That is called as indehiscent, and it is the structure. That means integumented indehiscent structure. Okay, so that is the Megasporangium or ovule or anatropous ovule we can say here. Now students, coming to the structure of the anatropous ovule, see here, structure we are going to see of the anatropous ovule. You can see the following parts here, and also you have to practice. You have to see that how the anatropous ovule is drawn here, and you have to practice this because it is very important for 5 marks. So this is the structure of anatropous ovule, and here we are going to see the parts we are going to see here. So this, see here, it is these are the cells which are present in the anatropous ovule. Okay, so this is the structure of the anatropous ovule. So anatropous ovule is also called as inverted ovule. What the anatropous ovule is also called? It is also called as inverted ovule, and it is rotating at 180-degree angle. Okay, this anatropous ovule is present, so it is inverted ovule, so it is just present at 180-degree angle. Okay, anatropous ovule is present at 180-degree angle. Normally 82% of the angiospermic plants are consisting of the anatropous ovule. Usually students, 82% of the angiospermic plants are made up of anatropous ovule. You can take commonly Solanacea, you can take Malvaceae, you can take so many examples you can take here. So in all these plant bodies there is a presence of the anatropous ovule. Now coming to the structure here, so this one is called as chalasa. What this one is called? It is called as what? Chalasa. Chalasa is the base of the ovule. What the chalasa is here? It is the base of the ovule. First part is chalaza. It is the base of the ovule. Next, here we are going to see two layers, outer integument and inner integument. So this integuments, they are doing the protection to the inner cells, okay, inner embryo sac or the cells. So outer integument and the inner integument are the two layers which are doing the protection of the inner parts. So later we'll see the detailed structure of the integuments here. Next we are going to see the nucellus. Next what we are going to see, it is the nucellus. Now students, nucellus is a diploid sporophytic tissue which provides the nutrition to the embryo sac, and this nucellus is consisting of parenchymatic cells. Once again I'll repeat, it is important. See here, this point is very important because it is providing the complete, it is based on this base only the embryo sac development occurs here. So what is nucellus here? It is a diploid sporophytic tissue which is consisting of parenchymatic cells and provides the nourishment to the embryo sac. It is a diploid sporophytic tissue. Nucellus is a diploid sporophytic tissue which provides the nourishment to the embryo sac. Now coming to the lower part or the passage. So this nucellus is just opening, it is having a small passage like structure called as micropyle. So micropyle is the mouth of the ovule, we can say. It is the opening of the ovule. What micropyle is? It is the opening of ovule. What micropyle here? Opening of the ovule. And the funicle, we can see funicle here. Funicle is the stalk of the ovule. What funicle here? It is the stalk of the ovule. And coming to the hilum. So hilum is the point of attachment between the funicle and the ovule. Hilum is the point of attachment between the funicle and the ovule. Then here one more point will come, that is raphe. Raphe is the ridge formed, it is the ridge formed by the fusion of the ovule to the funicle. The ridge formed at one side, see, ovule is attached to the funicle at only one side. So that is the ridge formed between the ovule and the funicle. That is the raphe. Okay. So these are